go, buddy. We'll go work on the Subi today. Go run like you bangy. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So it has been a while since I posted, but today we are going to be doing a mod to the Subaru, which is going to get a lot of hate, but I want you guys to follow me out on this. The mod that we are doing on the Subaru today is just a temporary. I plan on replacing what I'm modifying today anyway, probably come spring, so just don't get too upset. But first, as you guys always know, you gotta put in a pinch of dip. It's an absolute must. We have to do it. So with the mod, like I was saying, that we are doing on the Subi today, a lot of people are going to hate this. I told myself I would never do this to this car, but I'm going to. And like I said, it's just a temporary. It's something that I'm just doing for the sake of, I'm tired of looking at what you guys are actually sitting on right now that I'm recording. I'm tired of seeing the tape and the blank holes on the trunk of the Subi and the dents that annoy the ever-loving hell out of me. So we did stop at Lowe's earlier today. This is what I was talking about. The tape that I have sitting on here, it just looks like garbage. Don't mind my rag. I actually put a new scratch on the top of the car too. But we went and we got a couple different sizes of these little plugs to try to fill these spaces up. But also, this is where it's going to get a lot of hate. This is going to be black before the end of the video. Now, for the record, it is freaking cold out here, and I probably shouldn't be plasti dipping, which is what I'm going to be doing on the back here. It's like 40 degrees in Pennsylvania right now, so I'm going to obviously clean up the trunk. I have the cans of plasti dip inside. I'm going to put them in not hot water, but warm water, just to keep them up to temp, and then we're just going to see how it lays on top of here. Like I said, this trunk is going to be gone here in a little bit. Whether I go and I get a carbon fiber trunk or I just get an STI trunk with the wing already mounted on it, this trunk with the dent in the, honestly it's in the crease right here when the we had the electrical issues and it wouldn't fire up, and we pushed it onto a trailer. Somebody pushed on the crease on the trunk and put a dent right on the crease, and I just don't feel like trying to get it out and having to get this thing resprayed, because this honestly is probably gonna have to get sanded down and resprayed anyway. So for the time being, you know, we're just gonna do that, roll with it for the winter or however long it takes me to get the new trunk. But there's a little bit of condensation here that was actually coming through, so the tape held up well for the most part, but with snow coming, I just really want to get those holes covered properly. It's the one side we got the majority of everything off. There's still a little bit of residue here and there, but for the most part, we'll get the rest of that up. We just have to get these other two sides on, or off, I should say. Get them off. We'll clean everything up, clean the whole trunk lid up. I would like to get the sticker down here off as well. Get this leaf out of there. And then camera is actually going to be coming out with some whiteout, and some people might not like this. It is what it is. Like I said, the wheel and tire setup that is on this right now will not be on it for a very long period of time. But right here where it has just that, we're going to clean that off, and then she's going to use whiteout and kind of make this raised white lettering. Like I said, we will probably have new wheels beginning of next year once we get into show season, and potentially have this thing flared. That is the ultimate goal, is to have this thing flared. And once we have our wheel and tire setup on, those will probably have Toyo Proxies with raised white letter tires. She's cleaning this up right now. She's going to get ready to clean off that. No, we're just doing where it says Far Road. That's down at the bottom. She's going to clean that all up and then use whiteout to put white letter tires on that. Guys, a little bit of an update. The back of the trunk is all taped off. Camera did a freaking awesome job. Now I apologize that the camera is shaky, but with the whiteout, she did do the lettering just on the top, because on my tires, the way the tires are set up, there's not something directly down below. But I think she did a good job on that one so far. She's going to do all the way around. So let's see how this thing turns out. Guys, so we're going to put the first coat on. This could go either really good or really bad. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see how this goes. I'm going to put probably 6 layers of this on. Just keep shaking it up. Keep her going. Keep her going. Yep. And we'll see how this looks. Alright guys, so the first 2 coats of Plasti Dip are on. Gonna let this dry a little bit. Camera is actually on call for work at the hospital right now, so she's going in to work for a little bit. So the lettering on the tires are going to be on hold for a little bit because I don't necessarily trust my hands. But we're gonna let this dry for a little bit and come back out in a little bit and keep going. And I'm hoping that this, as a temporary look, looks better than what it did. All right guys, a little bit of an update. I apologize once again for the shakiness, but the 4th and 5th layer are on the trunk now. The tires, I actually started doing them, so now we only have 1 more to go, but I don't think that this looks too terrible, to be honest with you, for just being white out. One last update, all the wheels now have the white lettering on them. I did put the caps in the top. Now all of them are like a matte finish with the exception of this one. I'm probably honestly going to put the 4th or 5th and 6th coat of Plasti Dip on this right now. Let it dry, untape everything. It may be dark by the time that everything's dry, but so you guys can see, we got white lettering everywhere, and I hope this turns out real nice. So far the Plasti Dip looks really good. Alright guys, the final coat is now on. Caps are all in. This all should dry pretty damn well, but I'm gonna let it sit for a couple minutes and come back out. Right there's that dent that I was telling you guys about, but we'll see how this looks. I am absolutely stoked with how these raised white letter tires came out. It is freaking awesome. All right guys, so we're gonna take the tape off now and then close the deck lid and see how everything looks. There was a couple areas that I touched up, so it is a little bit wet yet, but let's see how everything turned out. Don't mind all the junk that is sitting in the back of the car right now. Devin, I still have your tent.
You've got all that junk inside your trunk.
Damn right, Skippy. We'll get this all off and then close the deck lid and see how she looks. But I think for being like I said, a temporary fix for now, until I can get, you know, the hatch that I want on the back, the trunk lid I should say, I do think that this will look just fine for the time being. And a lot of you guys did say, or will say I should say, that this was stupid, yada yada yada, whatever, it looked better blue. Why don't you just put the caps in the blue, you know, deck lid and leave it how it is? Well, I didn't like the black tape on the blue deck lid. I just kind of thought it looked stupid. So with that being said, I much prefer to just Plasti Dip a already trash deck lid and make it black, so I feel a little bit better about how it looks. So let's get this last little bit off, close this deck lid, see how it looks. But I tell you what, I cannot wait for this car to be flared and ready to rock and roll for next year. You guys have no idea what is going to be happening with this car. And I don't know if I said it already or not, but I did leave the emblem and the lock on the back of the car. Lock is still chrome. So let's get this going. I'm actually, to anybody who thinks that I'm just going to grab the somewhat wet Plasti Dip, I'm going to be grabbing the emblem, which is right in the middle here. Taking this, I guess we can take these off now. The other ones fell off. Let's close this. No, I'll stand back a little bit. What do you guys think? I think for right now, I'll roll with that. I'm perfectly content with how that looks, to be honest with you guys. Alright guys, so as it's getting dark, let me know what you guys think about using the whiteout on the tires today. And also give me your opinions on what you think of the temporary, like I said, just for a little bit, Plasti Dip hatch, trunk lid, whatever the hell you want to call it. I do think that it looks a little bit better than just having the blue. I don't think it shows the dents as much, but I like having the caps that match the color of the deck lid. Alright guys, to wrap things up for today's video, I would like to say thank you to everybody who has continually watched my channel and given me all the support. You guys are great. Like I said in previous videos, we did hit 1,000 subscribers. That is freaking awesome. I do apologize for not posting over the past couple of weeks. We've had a lot of different things come up. We actually had the baby shower and stuff like that for little Kinsley yesterday, so things have been kind of out of whack. I have something coming in the mail that will be a new, I want to call a series for the channel. It is something that is not dip related, not car related, anything like that, but you guys should enjoy. It will be something that we do probably one time a week. I think you guys will like it. So if this was your first time watching a video on my channel, I hope you give it a big thumbs up. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Let's get to 1,100 subs, guys. And I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow.